In this video, I'll introduce you to XamMap, the mapping control in NetAdvantage for data visualization, and specifically how you can use it to display geographical data from the OpenStreet Maps. To illustrate that, I've created a small project here which contains one window with a XamMap control in it. So you can very easily duplicate this by dragging and dropping a XamMap control from the toolbox into the visible area of your window on the right here. So I've done that, and let's now see how I've set up the map to use the OpenStreetMaps data source. So this is the code we have generated, XamMap, no other settings whatsoever. And the only thing we need to do to enable the map to connect to OpenStreetMaps is just to set the OpenStreetMap tile source to the map tile source property of the XamMap. So that's all you need to do to connect to this data source, to retrieve tiles, and to have those rendered. So let's take a look at the code behind, which is some code that we need to run just to make sure that the map is properly scaled to be shown within the control that we're looking at. So let's first run it just to give you an idea of what it looks like. Right, so here we see the application running, and we can navigate, pan, zoom in a map using the mouse, using the wheel. I can also zoom in, and you can see how tiles are being retrieved from the OpenStreetMaps service as they are used. So if we go sufficiently close to an area, we see highways starting to show up, we see roads, and so on. So let's now go back to the source code just to explain how this view is actually set up. So after we've loaded the map, we need to make sure that it fits within the size of the XamMap control. So to do that, we define the top left and bottom right coordinates, and then we convert them into Cartesian coordinates. We then initialize a rectangle which will basically tell the map which part of the geographical map to display, and also what size and position it should give it. So once we've initialized this rectangle, we set it to the window rect property of the XamMap, which basically tells it to display this particular segment of the map with a particular size. And of course, we also set the isAutoWorld_rect property to false to enable the map to take into account the Windows rect property when it's setting up the view. Running the application again, you can see how easy it is to build a XamMap control bound to an OpenStreetMap data source, and how simple it is to start adding your own layers on top of this background, on top of this geographical data, to represent the values and the region data that you want to be looking at.
Infragistics. On the web at infragistics.com.